Tohatsu 4-stroke SAE 10, and it just fell. I know they recommend every 100 hours, and to me that's ridiculous. I'll let it run for a bit. Here, hey everybody, Al here from BC Extreme Outdoorsman. Today I am going to do a little service on the old Tohatsu 40A. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is remove this plug here. It's a 14 mil, and it's tight in there between the the grease zerk for the pump bearing and where the grease comes out. You're also going to need so that's a 14 mil. You're also going to need a 16 mil to take the oil drain plug out. Always check your oil to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And as you see, it looks good. I have it about halfway up. That's as per recommendations from Tohatsu. They say not to run it on the full mark, so I run mine about halfway up. Oil looks good. The last oil change I did was at 75 hours, and I am now at almost 112. So I'm going to be going on a big trip here in the next couple weeks, so it's probably a good time to change the oil. As I'm changing the oil as well, I'm going to check my fuel system, make sure that I don't see any visual leaks. This is the fuel screen. It's not a filter really, it's more like a screen, and I've already changed that this year. You can see I changed my oil last on March 1st, 2026. I could visually look at my timing belt. It looks fine. Just generally look, make sure everything's tight. All the electrical connectors are plugged in. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to remove that plug there, and then I'm going to warm the engine up a bit, just run it for maybe a minute or two, get things going again. I'm also going to flush the engine. So this is the flush. This is what you use to flush the motor if you've been in salt water or sandy water or something, especially with a jet. And this is what you use to run it when you want to run it out of water. Don't use this to run it out of water. It won't get water to your impeller like it does from here. Also, I gotta have a look at this here because I have been having issues with my reverse bucket going into neutral on me while I'm doing some crazy maneuvers. So I'm gonna do all that now. This thing here is kind of a pain to get out of, change. So I'll just take this plug out here, and I'll get the adapter, which is this right here. You can buy these from Tohatsu or get them online. I made this one myself. Doesn't have to be screwed in super tight or anything. As long as you get water running through the system, you're fine. And you notice that by making sure that it's peeing. Okay, now I'll add this on. Don't get myself soaking wet. So there we go. Now I'm ready to fire her up. So I'm going to pump my ball. I recommend always pumping your ball, even if your motor starts all the time. That way you know you got fuel. And you should see, well actually it's full, so you don't really see that moving. And guess what I don't have? It's a key. Give it back. Got my key. And right now it's sitting in gear, so make sure it's in neutral. Warm the motor up here for a few minutes and then continue on with the service. I'll get the oil and the filter and that ready. And I just use Okay, I got the oil and filter that I'm using. I'm using the Tohatsu 4-stroke SAE 10 W40 weight oil. That's recommended by Tohatsu for the MFS 40A, which what I have here. And here is the oil filter that I will be using as well, which is a 3R0076150M, and that's what's recommended for this engine as well. So what I'm going to do now is just crack this, let the engine oil drain, and then change the filter, and I'll take you guys along when I do that. Okay, as you can see, I kind of got a little trough here just to keep things clean, and it just fell. Okay, time to drain the oil. Just keeps the oil from getting on the motor. I'll remove this. And I'm gonna let this drain for a while. Another thing I recommend is down in here is that you really put a good rag down there, because if you spill any oil, it's gonna run down through here and come out there, and you're gonna wonder what the hell went on. Ask me how I know. I will always monitor too, like I'll keep a log on my hours of when I changed it. Now this is just a rough guesstimate on the hours, as I don't have a computer to actually get into my motor. So it says here I'm at 111.7, so we'll call her 112, and I'll also reset the maintenance thing reminder. Okay, it is a little bit tight trying to get in there without damaging anything. Like, you can't really get a filter wrench on there. I'm just using these big channel locks because you can see all the oil that just came out of there. You can't help it. It's going to come out. And I try to make it so that it's not going to drain down into the engine, which I think it's going to anyways. It's hard to not make it do that. So I'm just going to go grab a rag and the new filter, and we'll install it. I double checked this filter was the same as the one I took off, and I also I greased, or didn't grease, but I used clean oil on the O-ring. That's huge. If you want to get this thing off, go on till you feel the O-ring touch, which is right there. Okay, so that was roughly a quarter of a turn. Okay, I just raised the motor up and turned the engine sideways just to get the last residual oil out. But you can definitely see what I mean about the oil coming down the inside of the cowling, because it is. I'm going to get a paint pen and paint the oil filter. I'm also going to put the hours on it that I changed the oil. And another important thing is at the end, when I'm done, I'm going to write my intervals down in the book, just in case I sell the motor or whatever. I have a record of my oil changes. I know they recommend every 100 hours, and to me that's ridiculous. 50 hours max is what I do. Oil is cheap insurance. It breaks down, especially with a jet. You're running it super hard all the time. So to me, it's just a peace of mind to change the oil every 50 hours and give the whole engine a quick look over, make sure that nothing's damaged. I know that my impeller is going to be good, and my wear liner is going to be good, because I just changed it not long ago. Like, it's only been out one trip, but yeah, so oil's pretty much good now. So I'm going to finish cleaning up a little bit of a mess I made here on the engine, and then we'll add oil, and I will show you guys that. Okay, I got the drain plug here. I'm going to reinstall it. Make sure that the washer that's on here is in good shape. If not, replace it. I mean, it is a hard washer, so it should be okay. Make sure there's no dirt on it or nothing. Clean the mating surface good. And put it back on. I can't remember what the torque is for this, but like everything else, you don't have to go overly crazy on it. So show you. That's it. we call that good. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean up my mess, and then we'll be adding oil here soon. So, okay, everyone, I got the manual here, and so this is actually my 4th oil change because I got it all written down. So the 3rd oil change was at 74 hours. I'm now at like 112. So that's just under 50 hours. But I run this thing hard, so I don't mind doing it. Cheap insurance. And with the oil filter, it says 2.4 liters of oil. And I'm going to measure it exact and see how it does. So I got 700 liters in here, as you can see. Whoops, that was ounces. 700 liters or milliliters in there. So so 700 and 700 is 14, plus another 600 will be 2 liters. And we'll run it for a bit, and then I will check the level. It's going to be a little low, but that's okay. Better low than too much. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to add the other, well, 1,300 milliliters, and then we'll check the oil. Always use a clean rag when checking your oil. It actually looks like it's pretty good. So you can see it's right at the half mark, but it's going to go down when I run it. So I'm going to leave it how it is right now, and we will run it. Okay, I'm going to clean things up around here. I'm going to label maybe I'll label the filter right now. So, all right, so the date today is the 8th, I believe, or 9th. It's not written very pretty, but who cares? I'm trying not to get in your guys' way. So there we go. So that's documented, and I will take that info and put it in my book. But for now, I think we're ready to first start. So let's do that. I'll let it run for a bit. All right, another thing I did with the motor is while it was running, I looked for leaks around the oil filter. And just general fuel leaks. I have found a fuel leak on this before, and it was right on this low pressure pump that goes up to the VST, right? It's a sharp angle. So, yeah, we'll just let the motor sit for a bit. I'll pull the dipstick. And you always want to check the dipstick multiple times. You never just want to check it once. I think for most motors, they say you'll get an accurate reading on your third dip of the dipstick. And yeah, we're pretty much done. Other than that, yeah, good. One thing I want to do, I gotta address this thing, my reverse bucket, because it likes to come on, go into neutral when it's when I'm doing some gnarly turns and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do some investigating here and see how I can adjust this. All right, everybody, so that's going to conclude this video. I got the oil up to where I want it. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's about a third up on the dipstick. But once this engine sits, it's going to go up more. And I was told by Tohatsu no more than half. So, and I think Yamaha says the same thing. That I don't know why they make their dipsticks like that, but they do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just going to grease the pump again one more time since I had it running. Put that, remove this, put the screw back or the bolt back in. All right, one thing I forgot to show you here is how to reset the filter minder. So we'll turn this on until it beeps, and then pull that off and then count 5 to 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let out quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you hear them 3 faint beeps? That means that your filter reminder is now set, and you're good for another supposedly 100 hours, but don't trust that. Change it at 50, keep track yourself. So thanks everybody. That's going to conclude the maintenance on the motor. And yeah, she's ready for another 50 hours. So thanks for watching everybody. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification so you don't miss any future content. And this is the Tohatsu MFS 40A Jet 2024 model. So thanks again for watching everybody. We'll be on the river here soon.